We're Trent Allie, and I know what you're thinking.
We're about to change the name of our channel to 50 Shades of Trips to the Plumbing Store.
But we're ready to make some final repairs. Okay, take two. Let's see how badly this house leaks.
We got some good news, and we got some bad news.
We're rolling with the punches.
I haven't been sleeping because of this.
And tackling Jack Frost in style.
Hey.
Subscribe and come along today as we check plumbing off the list.
No more waste, drain, or vent happening in this house.
Why is it hard on my own? Why am
Greg,
I
what are you
not
doing?
alone?
Look,
Baby, my
it's the
soul
snow. It's the snow.
Why must the curtains come down? Why must the curtains come down? Something is now. In the end, wish to leave something special. Let him talk. As long as my name is on their lips. Come.
Good morning, everybody. We just got a nice little fire started. In the end of the last video, if you guys caught it, we tested our plumbing drain system. And let's just say it did not go as planned.
Oh, this guy's gonna blow.
And we actually stopped filling the system all the way to the roof because of the leaks that had already started occurring. And in retrospect, that was a bad idea because now we basically need to fill the system again to make sure we know where all the leaks are so that we can design a plan of action to replace all the fittings that are leaking. The other problem that we have is we had the hose connected in the basement and we connected it here to our little fill drain plug. We didn't disconnect this. Now, since it's 15 degrees, it's full of ice. I know we're about to change the name of our channel to 50 Shades of Trips to the Plumbing Store, but we're just trying to make progress. And when it's this cold and the conditions are this rough, sometimes it's hard.
First things first, unfortunately, we have to go out in today's freshly fallen blizzard.
And waste yet another half a day running to get parts for the 15th time. Really excited to go and get these parts and get it all glued together and hopefully test fit it again, but really everything's hinging on whether or not that hose thaws. So let's have warm thoughts. We're back to my second home. Hopefully this is one of the last times we're here for the drain pipe anyway.
We're trying not to get hung up in the disappointment of the drain pipes having leaked and the pressure test failing. We're trying to stay positive. We kind of figured that something like this would happen. Maybe not to this scale, maybe like one of the fittings would leak. There's a bunch that leak. Since the hose is still frozen, we're going to fix and replace the ones that we know about, and then hopefully in an hour or two, the hose is thawed out and we can pressure test the entire system again.
I think I'm gonna start with this vent over here. The elbow that went on that vent was leaking, so I'm gonna cut that whole section out, put 2 couplers in there, slap a couple elbows together, and that will be one of our 4 known fixes completed.
Taking a little shower.
Water in there. The problem with most of these leaks is that we had some almosts. So almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, in case you guys were wondering. I'm getting better by the day. And now we're gonna finish doing this and I'm gonna not have any almosts with these repairs. We're gonna fully seat all the fittings. We're gonna glue the crap out of them. Maybe a Corey bead or 2 if we have to, who knows, but we're gonna get her done.
You know how they say during COVID you have to sing happy birthday while you wash your hands? That's how you know you've washed them long enough?
Yep.
Do you have a song you're singing for the fittings?
What's a really long song?
This is the song that never ends.
Oh my gosh.
I've been holding fittings till the end. Some people stopped holding fittings and then their pipes leaked. And that was us, but not no more, because now we know
How to seed.
how to seed. Good.
So I replaced the coupling that was leaking with these two couplings. It was actually pretty easy to get that in. I thought it was gonna be extremely difficult. It was pretty easy. Now, one of the reasons that I think the original coupling leaked, because it wasn't fully seated, I think, but also because we didn't have these supports on the pipe. So like, we just kind of glued it and like stuck a 2x4 under there to hold it. And I think it ended up getting moved around a lot. And with something this long and one little glue fitting like that, any movement can crack and break the glue, I think. I don't know, I'm definitely assuming here.
Trent the plumber.
I got this replaced with these two couplings, and they are mega glued. They've got Trent beads on every single surface. They are not going anywhere.
A Trent bead is when you fully seat the pipe in the fitting and a little spot of glue comes out around the rim naturally without you having to put it there.
Which I think is also just called the proper way of doing it. But we're gonna call it a Trent bead. Now we just gotta go into the dungeon. We got 2 problems to handle in the dungeon.
Okay, and soon we'll be ready to fill.
We'll get those 2 fit and fixed and replaced, and then we'll worry about the hose and fill this puppy up and see what happens. Trying to hand that to you. I thought that was you.
Oh,
That P-trap was full of water. in
Wow.
case you're wondering.
oh my gosh.
Almost covered the camera with water.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Maybe I am this kind of guy, but I am usually not this kind of guy, but I could not sleep at all last night. I was like tossing and turning, how are we gonna fix that? How this? But that fitting is like, it's, This is like the biggest intersection of drain line that we have in the house. We have like the kitchen sink, the laundry, all tying into this fitting right here on this main stack. This fitting is the one that was leaking out of the bottom. I haven't been sleeping because of this. It's like really, really scary and stressful.
But I really appreciate that you care so much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, our house would just fall apart as
You
soon
know,
as it's
sometimes I
done.
wish I didn't care as much. I'd probably have a better quality of life, but who cares, you know?
You do.
You only
You
get to
care.
live once. I do. You're right, I care. Well, while we wait for glue to dry, I think we're gonna go into the garage. We do have a walk behind, like automatic drive snowblower that's like relatively large by probably most people's standards, but wasn't big enough to like do our driveway when it snows a lot. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and snow blow a path up to the deck, maybe around the side, see if we can't get that snowblower up on the deck. And then once the roof sloughs off, we'll be able to just snow blow everything off the deck instead of shoveling it. There's gonna be a lot of pushing involved. I don't think it's gonna drive this stuff up there. It's really heavy. The tractor can't make it up there because it gets too steep and I need snow chains. See how this does.
It does not seem to be going well out there. That snow is almost taller than the snowblower itself, and Trent's trying to make his way around the deck so that we can put the snowblower on the deck and just leave it up here and use that to snowblow the deck whenever there's fresh snow or when the roof sloughs off onto the deck. But the snowblower is super heavy, the snow is super deep, and there's no direct way to get it up onto the deck right now. So I have no idea what their plan is, but doesn't look like it's going anywhere quickly.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but driving all the way around and going up next to the deck is not gonna happen right now. The snowblowers cannot get through the steep snow. So I've got some plywood laid out. We're gonna try and spread the weight of the snowblower out on wide surface area across these pieces of plywood. And I'm gonna try to slowly drive across the plywood and get up next to the deck. Hey, hey, hey! Redneck engineering!
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, attempt number 3. Come on. Just keeps rolling backwards into it. Oh no.
We need another board!
What a struggle!
Holy crap!
I'm so sorry, but that was so funny to watch. What an adventure, you guys! Now that it's up here, it should never hit rocks. It should never need cat tracks. There's no slope. You don't have to worry about it crashing backwards into you anymore. Although it was kind of funny.
Not funny. That was not fun. I'm really glad that it's up here. We got to throw a tarp on it or something now, and then basically just kick her on. Like once the roof sloughs, it's really hard to shovel the deck because all that snow is like slushy and it compacts. And it's like concrete, and you like have to scrape off like an inch at a time. But that thing will be able to kind of churn it up and chop it up, at least to where there's like a really thin layer on the deck, and then the sun will usually help, or you can scrape it with a shovel, whatever needs to happen. We've given it like a good half hour, 45 minutes for the joints in the basement, and a couple hours for the ones up here. I wonder if that's enough time for the ones in the basement.
Are we gonna wait, or are we just gonna find out?
I don't know.
Okay, take 2. Let's see how badly this house leaks.
Yeah, I got faith, but also I'm worried, so let's see what happens. All right. The water's like right here somewhere. It's slowly filling up. These joints seem to be doing okay.
The hose fitting is leaking, but that's fine.
Spare us.
What a drip right there. It's above me though.
Yeah, sure.
This is like being in a horror movie where you don't know where the bad guy is and like where he's gonna pop out, and we're all just like walking around quietly trying to hear any water or see any leaks, but we don't know if or where they might be. It's very nerve-wracking. How is it down there, Brandon?
Far so good.
Nothing crazy? What?
Water in the master bath. On the main floor.
Where?
Over here where Trent was thinking there was one. Over in this corner somewhere, I just saw it drip down.
All right.
I didn't see where it dripped from.
Okay. Hold on.
dripping downstairs.
There's one right here where you thought there might be. We just can't figure out where it's coming from yet. I didn't see a drip yet. Brandon just saw one drip.
Yeah, it's coming from above.
Are you? Oh.
Go
Okay.
check that coupling.
What do you see, Trent? Oh, you're right.
What?
We got water coming out of one of the vent holes up top. That's cool. Trent, turn it off or what?
Turn it off.
Is it that vent 90?
This one?
Yeah.
No, water never even came out of there.
Weird. It's got to be that lower joint that you just touched right
This
there.
one.
Yep.
And I can see where it came out a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's that pipe.
We got some good news and we got some bad news. And the good news is that everything we just fixed is not leaking, which means we did a great repair job. However, like I was worried about before when Allie and I didn't spill the whole system and wait for 15 minutes, we found 1, 2, 3 more leaks, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I anticipated another trip to the plumbing store and redoing this. Tomorrow, we're gonna replace all this stuff. But today, after we let you guys go, I'm gonna go down to the plumbing store, I'm gonna get the rest of the parts so that early in the morning, as soon as we build a fire and get everything going, we're gonna fix that repair, we're gonna fix that repair, and we're gonna fix the repair upstairs in basically above the master bedroom. And I'm really, really, really hoping tomorrow is gonna be the last day of waste, drain, and vent. And that's when we'll see you.
Good morning, guys. It was a crazy night last night, super windy and snowing really hard, and this morning it's cold, and I just want something warm and cozy and hot for breakfast. I'm gonna make some pancakes, which I haven't made in a long time, and that might sound like a treat, but I'm gonna add some 4-Sigmatic protein powder to make them healthier. Today's video is sponsored by 4-Sigmatic. 4-Sigmatic's plant-based protein is made with organic vanilla and immune-supporting ingredients. It's crafted with functional mushrooms, pure plant protein, adaptogens, and 0 fillers or grains. It's easy on my body, and just like all of 4-Sigmatic's products, it's lab-tested, organic, and plant-based. I normally really enjoy 4-Sigmatic's coffees, but their plant-based protein is quickly becoming my new favorite product of theirs. It's perfect in pretty much everything. If you guys want to check them out, they're having a winter sale right now where you can get up to 50% off. And if you click our link in the description, you'll get an additional 10% off all of their sale items as well. Thanks again to 4-Sigmatic for sponsoring today's video. I am tempted to eat all of these by myself, but I guess I'll go share them with the guys.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning.
Nice steamy pancake.
I have syrup for you and everything.
I don't even need it.
How's it taste?
Really good. It's like moist and
Nice.
warm, delicious.
Better dig in. Those look delicious. Thank you.
Of course.
Follow me out down to the bay.
All right, so we're taking you upstairs for basically the final glue fitting of the drain system. This is a huge moment, and I'm just hoping everything works out.
If this works, are we pressure testing it today? Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, scary.
We'll let these set up for a little bit first.
Okay.
We did it.
We think we did it.
We still got to pressure test it. Everything that leaked in the past is like over glued and meticulously put together. I think we'll give these maybe a half an hour to an hour, fill this thing up with water, double check our work.
In the meantime, does that mean we have to start framing basement walls?
Unfortunately.
Great. All All right, we're switching gears a little bit. Everyone is completely bundled up because we're down here in the dungeon trying to frame interior walls because we have a new deadline, which is very exciting. Our friend Dean is coming in a couple days to help us with HVAC, and all the basement walls need to be fully framed in order for the HVAC to be installed. So we're working quickly today now that the plumbing lines are hopefully done to get all the framing done as well. Maybe if we can keep up the pace, we'll keep ourselves from freezing and we'll make some progress. Looks like a dance party down here.
We made pretty quick work of that. This back wall is completely framed. We're moving on, kind of starting that one, but now that it's been probably over an hour and all of the glue has set for quite some time, we're gonna turn on the water and test this baby.
Are you nervous?
No.
You're confident?
I'm pretty darn confident that all the stuff we did today had really good seated joints with lots of glue and everything is gonna be really nice and strong. If something else leaks that didn't leak yesterday, I'll be very upset. But as for right now, I have pretty full confidence.
Are you ready for the drain system? Okay. This again.
This again. Holy crap.
I know, dude.
Look outside.
It is like a serious whiteout.
Blizzard or no blizzard, we gotta test this water system. Brandon, are you ready?
I am ready.
Open up the spigot.
Open now.
All of our holes are plugged.
We have liftoff. Should be plugged down there. Brandon will know in a second if it starts filling up with water or not. Still, got 40 PSI in that plug. Everything else should just be plugged on its own, we hope.
Oh. Woo! It's not good.
It's just like a rubber gasket, and if you bend or yank on it, it can break the seal a little bit. It was spritzing at me. Just a little spritz. A little spritz for my friend named Fritz. So basically I'm sitting right here. I can hear the pipes starting to creak. And then if you look right here, as soon as the water fills up to this point, you'll actually see the water kind of trickle up, and it'll stop about there because it does trap a little tiny air bubble in there.
How close are we?
It's getting close, probably in the next couple minutes. There it is. You can see the water filling up. So the water's coming out of the vent up there at the fascia, and it's dropping down here at the side of the house.
It's hard to
Come
see
in
with all the
here.
snow, but it's there.
And start. Turn it off, Brandon. Feels wet, huh?
It feels wet?
Just kidding.
Oh, you're so scaring me.
Does not feel wet. Let's go check upstairs.
Frank. Go get him. Go.
All right, only one more place that I've got to check to make sure all of these fittings are good and are not leaking.
Oh boy.
Looks like it's good up here. I want you to go aim out this window.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bump this pipe and see if water drops out.
Nope.
Well, I think that does it.
No way.
We are sealed up, baby. There's no more waste, drain, or vent happening in this house. Maybe on another day, but not right now. None of the fittings are leaking. It's holding water. I mean, technically we have 8 minutes and 13 seconds
I'll
left,
take it.
but I don't see any drips. And you know, if in the next 8 minutes there aren't any more drips,
then I think we did it.
I can't believe it. It took way longer than I expected.
Oh, I really hope that electrical and HVAC and finish work and everything doesn't take as many tries as the plumbing
I
took.
thought for a second we were switching over to a plumbing channel. We're still just building the entire house, don't worry.
One thing that is becoming a problem, well, one, the snow is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and doesn't look like it's gonna stop anytime soon. That's the first problem. The second problem is both of these ladders are like encased in like 3 to 4 feet of snow.
Oh
And
no.
I don't know if they're coming out until spring.
I'm more worried about the roof, honestly. Yesterday, the guys snowblowed a little bit on the deck, but we didn't want to go out too far into the danger zone to where the roof will slough snow off and crush you if you're out there. But it still hasn't let go, and it's just like piling up with so much snow. There's a line of deathsicles on the eave of the roof, so now we're only using the sunroom door. Don't worry, we're not gonna die.
Once it sloughs, I would love to get out there and snowblow the deck so that it doesn't just keep piling up and keep piling up,
Yeah.
but we gotta wait until it sloughs. And
Look at these icicles.
some of them are definitely like 3 feet long. They're huge icicles. That's why this morning we were like, let's lock that door and open up this door over here and not use the door on the front of the house because you have to walk underneath. It's like icicle zone and snow slough zone. Yeah. Maybe I wish we had some heat tape up there that could melt these icicles. That would be really convenient. It's crazy because you watch when the wind blows, it's blowing all the dusty, like powdery snow off the top of the roof. That's like, it's piling up on the roof. Let's just put it that way. And it's gonna get to a point where that weight exceeds the clingability of the icicles or the ice. You win, ice. Just keep holding on. I'm gonna go and double check every fitting and make sure we don't have any moisture, any drips, any leaks. And if that's the case, we can clear this puppy out and get back to work in the basement.
Woo!
Master bath, check. Kitchen, check. Laundry, main bath, check. First off, can I just say how transformative it is to have that interior wall? It's like,
Yeah.
feels so much more finished. Make sure none of these guys are leaking. I think we did it.
No way.
I don't see any leaks. There's not a single drop. We are sealed up, baby. We
Finally.
finally did it. Ah, how relieving is that, huh?
All right, pull the plug. Freaky.
And that's all it takes to completely drain the system. I'm so glad it's done. Oh.
Be careful. Don't push it out of place.
I hate plumbing. I'm not a plumber.
But do you love framing?
You know, I actually love all of it equally.
It looks like a totally different space.
It's weird. Yeah, so now that we've got these 2 walls set up here, we basically just need to do this long wall and then the wall behind all the firewood. That will be last. One thing that's really exciting is a lot of you guys actually know Dean, the schooly, uncool Dean, the HVAC guy. He's gonna be coming by on Monday. We're actually gonna start installing the whole HVAC system. Furnace, AC, ducting, HRV, humidifier, UV sanitizer. Our house is gonna be having cleaner air than a hospital. It's gonna be incredible.
Okay, you guys, it's been a crazy day. We got the plumbing done. We got 2 of the big interior walls in the basement framed in, and we're trying to think about like what to do next, kind of wrapping up the day, and just realizing what an insanely crazy blizzard is happening outside. Brandon got here this morning. His truck was completely clean this morning, and there's what, 6 inches on there? Our temporary garage even has like 8 inches that aren't coming off the roof either.
I guess quitting time is gonna come a little bit later today. we're gonna go out, I'm gonna get in the tractor, and I'm gonna start snow blowing our driveway and probably the road, and then we're gonna have to clear off the side of the shelter, logic. We have to battle Jack Frost in an epic showdown. We hope you guys had a great time coming along on today's adventure. If you guys did, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up. Actually, if you're proud that we built the plumbing system with no leaks, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Also, we got all the interior walls that we needed to get done before HVAC goes in the basement. I'm excited.
Making progress.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
Thank you again to Four Sigmatic for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.